Do it again, do it again.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Other People Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Royter. With me, as always, is my good buddy, Andy.
Hi.
And now I'm going to awkwardly edit us to starting our conversation, and then we divulge into the madness. Enjoy! So, in other news, the other day, I went and I saw Deadpool, finally.
Yay.
Yeah.
I hate you.
It sucked. It sucked.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, it was bad. It was worse than Wolverine Origins, if you can believe that.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like references everywhere. And yeah, that's Deadpool. But, it felt like a bad Kevin Smith movie. Where it's just constant references all over the place. I'm fucking with you. The movie was awesome.
It's like,
I really had you go there for a minute there, didn't I?
you did. Mostly because you just kept going.
Yeah. No, man. The movie was fucking awesome. It was great.
Okay.
I loved it. It was great. I mean, this is Deadpool. This is Deadpool. And it's violent, and there's also nudity, and there's a lot of blood. A lot of bad guys die and get the shit kicked out of them. So does Deadpool.
Oh, the fourth wall breaking.
Oh yeah. And bear in mind, I mean, Deadpool is played by Ryan Reynolds, so there are even several jokes at his expense.
Okay.
Like there are like,
And I don't really care that much for Ryan Reynolds, an actor, but I will say this: he is kind of perfect for Deadpool.
yeah. The only time I ever really followed him was like back when he first started, when he was on that sitcom, Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually did watch that show for a little while, and I mean, it wasn't terrible. I wonder if I went back to it now, if it would be okay or be bad. And I haven't followed much else of what he's done. I did used to like, the gross out comedies, with, such things like, American Pie and stuff like that. But Van Wilder was, it was just too much of that. And I mean, I remember I couldn't, really get into that. But like, there are like several jokes, in Deadpool about Ryan Reynolds and even about, his Green Lantern thing, which I haven't seen, but I've heard, from a few people who said, yeah, it's not very good, to a few people being like, it was okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, but I've kind of heard the same thing.
Yeah. But this was great. This was absolutely perfect.
This is Deadpool.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a perfect origin story. It captures Deadpool perfectly. The humor is great. The origin is very good and very solid. The action looks good. At times, it probably looks like it moves a little too fast, so it's a little difficult to follow at times. It features two XMen characters, and even as a joke about that at one point, about how like, because later on when Deadpool goes over to the Xavier mansion to ask the only two X-Men in the movie for help, which is Colossus and another character who I'm sure, like me, you only know from the motion comic X-Men. One of the evil psychics, the teenage nuclear head or whatever the hell she calls herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. That character is there, and I mean, I don't know squat about her, so it's surprising to me that she's an X-Man. I thought she was a bad guy, but people change sides all the time, apparently. Uh,
Oh yeah, there was like even a part to where there for a little while even Magneto was an X-Men.
yeah, well, he was the leader a while, I guess after Xavier died at some point in the comics. But anyway,
Yeah, I think it was mostly like during the whole onslaught thing.
yeah. Anyway, there's this great joke where, when he comes by and he asks him for help, and as he's walking away, he says, it's funny, because every time I come by here, you guys are the only ones here. It's almost as if the studio could only afford 2 X-Men for this movie. Which, yeah, is true.
It's like, yes!
Which is true, because Marvel still doesn't own X-Men. But somehow they were able to use Colossus and this character. But Colossus, he's always in his full armor form. So I don't really know what's up with that. And
well, maybe they just didn't have the budget to actually do the transformation or something.
Maybe. Or they just decided, fuck it, who cares?
And he's just going to be in there for just like a little bit. Who cares? Fuck it.
well, I mean, he's
not a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. He's not, in, a good majority of the movie, but when he's, but like he is there, he has dialogue, and all this good stuff.
He's there, he's contributing, he's just, he's not there for no unexplained reason.
Yeah.
Jimbit.
Yeah. Oh, Christ. That fucking movie. It was funny too, because like the friend who I was with to go see it, he hadn't seen the Wolverine origin movie, which you do have to relate to this because it's the only other movie that has Deadpool in it.
Mm-hmm.
Had you seen the origin Wolverine movie?
Yeah, but I got it on cable. I was smart.
Okay. Yeah, because Brett and I. Because Brett and I, we rented that, and, yeah, man, that movie was shit.
Yes, it was.
But anyway,
back to Deadpool.
Yeah, so Deadpool was awesome. Go and see it if you can. It's a great mix, of action and comedy, and even, the little parts of drama, in there, of course, because, how familiar are you with Deadpool's backstory or anything like that?
Not that familiar.
Okay,
I don't think I've ever read a comic of it, but I've certainly heard enough about it that I kind of want to.
Okay, well, what happened was, he was a merc for hire, and, according to the movie, he is, and then he gets diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah, that part I knew.
Yeah. And the cancer is, it's very advanced and it is going to kill him at some point. And so he's approached, by this guy who says, we can cure you, with this new ability and we can give you powers beyond your belief, blah, blah, blah. And so he signs up for it. Little does he know that what he's actually signed up for is this, basement experiment that basically, turns people, into mutants, by injecting them, torturing them, experimenting on them. And then it's, revealed to him, by the guy who runs the place that, you think we're actually going to turn you into a hero? No, see, what's going to happen is after you develop your powers, we're going to sell you to the highest bidder as a slave. And then that's going to be the rest of your life. You're going to do everything that they tell you to do. You're going to go around and you're going to probably end up murdering civilians. Just all sorts of shit for the highest bidder. So, yeah. And they torture the fuck out of Deadpool. They do.
All scarred up, yeah.
They put him in a tank of ice water. They electroshock him. They beat the shit out of him, and then at one point they lock him in this oxygen tank where they're gonna drain the oxygen to the point where he suffocates, and then they've set it up so that anytime his heart rate drops, the tank will turn the oxygen back on, and then it'll quickly turn it back off and just leave him like that for the entire weekend, basically. And then that's how...
So he's just constantly almost suffocating, then...
Yeah.
Almost suffocating, not... Shit.
Yeah. And then that's how his mutant power develops. Only it has this reverse effect where the cancer, I guess, accelerates and just, like, spreads, like, all over his skin and horribly deforming him all over.
Mm-hmm.
Only now he can't die. So... And then there you go. But yeah, overall, solid movie. Solid. And I'm looking forward to the sequel. So yeah, so there's that.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay. Deadpool. Yay.
Yay. Good movie.
They didn't fuck it up. Yay.
Yeah.